Hey everybody, it's Chris Eads, Wootini over at GayGamer.net here with another weekly video podcast. If you like my t-shirt, be jealous, because as far as I know, this was a limited edition available online from Geeks Out immediately following the Marriage Equality Act. On the back, it's got the Geeks Out logo and the fabulous date that we achieved marriage equality in the United States. And achievement unlocked. I don't know if they're going to print more to make available, when they attend conventions like PAX or Comic-Con or FlameCon, but I would think they would, just because it's a really awesome t-shirt and they could totally make a mint selling these. So I'll let you know if it is. I want to start. This is going to be a weird episode because there's no one topic. It's a smorgasbord of various little things. To start off with, last weekend I saw AntMan. And I enjoyed it. But it's weird because, it's exactly what I like from my superhero movies. You know, it had a little drama, but it was mostly light, had some good laughs, great action set pieces with terrific special effects. It was very clever. All the shrinking stuff was really well done, and it made me really wish that I had seen it in 3D. Unfortunately, my husband, as I've mentioned before, does not like 3D, because I think it would have looked really cool in 3D. Weirdly, I came out of the movie, and I like it, but I feel like I should have liked it more than I did. And I don't know why exactly. I don't know if it's some kind of superhero movie burnout where we just watched the Avengers Age of Ultron, and and now it's too soon for Ant-Man. Maybe they should have waited until Labor Day or so to do Ant-Man, just put a few more months in between them. Because And now, the Fantastic Four is coming out, which, I'm not really that excited for that one anyway. But, I feel like there's a lot of superhero movies, which is great. Because a lot of them are really, really good. But at the same time, I worry that even when they're making good superhero movies, they're not special anymore? Does that make any sense? I watch Ant-Man, and I'm like, this is a good movie, this was entertaining, and at any other time, I would have been like, this was incredible. But I just watched Avengers Age of Ultron, and now I'm like, nah, it's another superhero movie. And I don't ever want to feel that way about a comic book movie. I don't want to go, oh, it's another superhero movie. Great. Another comic book adaptation. Terrific. I don't ever feel like I should feel that. Unfortunately, Marvel and DC have all these big plans, reaching to 2018 or whatever, with all these different movies, and I'm starting to wonder, when we get to that point when they're going to do that, when DC's going to do that Cyborg solo film, is anyone really going to care anymore, and is that ever going to really get made? Or everyone's all psyched for that Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel movie, but, that's, years in advance, and what if the superhero bubble bursts? I don't think it will. I think that there's still an audience out there, and I think that the reason that Ant-Man's not doing the gangbusters business of the other ones is just people are like, Ant-Man? What the frick is Ant-Man? So, we'll see. I enjoyed it, and if you like the superhero movies, it's a good one. Because, as I said, it's lighthearted and fun adventure as opposed to, the grim, dark violence of the DC universe, which I'm still not really sold on. I'm not sure where the Fantastic Four movie's going to fall. Initially, it looked to be very grim, dark, and overly serious, but more recent trailers have made it seem like it does have a sense of humor, even if the lights aren't always on, and they couldn't afford lighting. So it might be a little dark visually, but maybe not tonally. I don't know. But we shall see when that comes out. As far as gaming, I continue to play a lot of Batman, up until a point this past week when I went to play Batman when I got home from work, and I started the game, and it said, searching for save game. Searching for save game. And it just kept saying that. And I'm like, where's my saved game? Why can't you find it? This concerns me. And I know that there's this whole thing where the PlayStation and the Xbox, they store the game saves in the cloud and whatever, and you're supposed to be able to restore them. But I tried doing that in the beginning when Dance Central Spotlight lost all my game save, and I tried to restore it, and it was a whole procedure and it didn't work. So I was freaking out a little bit. And I tried, to play something else, and it wouldn't let me play anything else. So I thought maybe the Xbox was updating or doing something, so I turned it off, and it wasn't still blinking like it usually does. When you turn it off and it's still doing some kind of update, the light will blink. It wasn't doing that. So I'm freaking out thinking, okay. And I turned it back on again, and it wouldn't let me play any other games. I finally got Dance Central Spotlight to launch, but it wouldn't actually, let me play it. It just got me to the main menu, and then when I tried to start it, it was like, no. Blank, just nothing happens. So eventually I pressed the button and held it down to reset the console and not just turn it off and turn it back on again. And I held the button down for whatever, the 10 seconds or whatever, so it would restart completely. And that was a little bit later. I went back to do this. And then it found my Batman save. And I was like, phew. So, I don't know what that was all about. And again, I would just like to suggest that Microsoft have some way of notifying you when it is performing some kind of a system update in the background. Because oftentimes these background updates interfere with foreground game playing. And I sit there and try to do things, and it won't do things, and I don't understand why, and then suddenly it finishes updating, and then you can play your games. And I'm just like, just tell us what's happening. Because it's interfering with my playing of a game. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. Over on the PlayStation front, I started playing Rain, which was free with PlayStation Plus this past month. I finally got around to trying it. I've only played the first chapter, so I don't know. I'm assuming it'll get more interesting and complex. The first chapter is very basic, just, here are the general concepts, and here's what you do, and then you run over here, and then you climb up this, and this is how you do this, then you have to run around here. So, the actual environmental puzzles weren't terribly difficult, because it was just the first chapter. But it's quite lovely. It sets a lovely mood with the rain and the somber music and everything. So it's always a little jarring, though, when the monster gets you and it's like, the controller vibrates and it ah! And then the children are dead. Although I think they already are. But don't spoil the game for me if you've already played it. But anyway, it's fine. Again, it was free, so, if I don't like it, I'll just stop playing it and I don't care. And over on the Vita, I was actually browsing, for some reason I was browsing the PlayStation Store, and I was looking, and I saw that they had Shadow Tower as a PS1 classic available for the Vita. And I was like, ooh, I never played this. It's from Software, and they did, I loved Kingsfield and Kingsfield 2, which I think were Kingsfield 2 and 3. They just didn't bring the first one over to America. They brought over 2 as 1 and 3 as 2. But I loved those. I know people thought they were terrible, but for me, it was like a first-person role-playing game, and that was so immersive and amazing, even though the graphics were crap. I still loved those games because I found them terribly immersive. Because at the time, this was mind-boggling to me that it's first-person perspective, and you're looking around, and it's like you're there! Not the top-down stuff. Looking at sprites or whatever. So it's from them, but it's not a Kingsfield game. It's called Shadow Tower, and I'm just afraid this might have been the start of their, Dark Souls thing, and it might end up being, really difficult. So I don't know. If you've played Shadow Tower on your PlayStation 1, is it hard? Or should I give it a shot? Because it's $6, which to me is like, And if there was a flash sale where it was $1 or $2, I would totally snatch that up. And then if it wasn't any good, I'd at least get a couple of dollars worth of enjoyment out of it, I suppose. They also have Echo Knight, which is also from Software. They don't have the Kingsfield games, because I would totally go and rebuy those and replay those, because they were fun. They have Echo Knight, but again, it's $6, and I have that. I still have the actual PlayStation game, which I could play on, well, I could play it on my PlayStation if I dug it out of the closet, but I can play it on my PS3. So I kind of don't really feel like I should spend $6 to buy it on a Vita when I could already just play it. Although I could play it on the go, which would be helpful. But I just really would like another flash sale so I can buy some more PS1 classics for my Vita, because those are really fun. Although I guess I don't need a flash sale right now because I still never really finished Dino Crisis, and I bought a Breath of Fire game for $1 at the last flash sale, so I should probably play those, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should. So, alright, that's enough blathering on for this week. If you played Shadow Tower, let me know what you think. If you saw AntMan, let me know what you think. In the comments here on YouTube or on gaygamer.net. And I will see you back here next week, and I'll talk about something else. Have fun. Bye!